the 90s and Power Rangers segment, and you were interviewed in that show.
Well, maybe we shouldn't watch TV during the panel.
Sorry.
No,
sorry,
I'm kidding.
just...
I'm kidding. Let one up.
It don't matter.
Anyway, how bizarre. Okay, so what were we talking about?
Landing the role, and how did you feel?
Oh, yeah, okay, so I was 21. I had just moved to Los Angeles. I was there for about 6 months. I'd taken a bunch of classes. And then the woman who owned the studio where I was doing these acting workshop classes was the casting director for Power Rangers. So she asked me, she knew I was a gymnast, and she asked me to come in and audition. So it was really my first audition.
And you really didn't expect anything?
I didn't. It was called Dino Rangers, and it was a kid's show, and it was like, okay, I'll you know. And I got it. I think we went through like 8 different auditions, and they paired us up. And they actually paired us up with all the original cast right off the bat, besides the Yellow Ranger. There was a girl named Audrey, and you guys all know this one. And I had no idea. We had no idea. Even when we got the pilot, it was very exciting to actually land a role. But it was non-union. I didn't even have an agent. I think who negotiated that deal? I don't think I did. I don't even know if I had a contract. No, I had to have had a contract, but isn't that funny? I gotta rack my brain on that one. Like, who advised me? Nobody. Well, there you have it. It was non-union. Anyway, that's so funny. Anyway. Yeah.
After the show, do you ever keep up with the other cast members?
Yeah, so David Yost is one of my best friends, and he actually, so I just did my first feature film that we screened here last night. I think half of you were here watching it with me. It's called The Space Between, and David actually flew out when I was shooting and filming the movie to sort of support me and help me. He's just an incredible human being. He's one of my best friends. We vacation together, and he's awesome. And then I'm very close with JDF, and especially more recently, in the last couple of years, doing the cameo and stuff, sort of reconnecting. I hadn't seen him in years. And then, I've seen Walter Jones around. I don't necessarily talk to him all the time or anything like I do David, like once a week.
What about Austin?
I've seen him at a couple conventions. I saw him at the premiere. Yeah. There's no, what's the word? I mean, everybody's amicable and likes each other and stuff. People just have different lives, right? Like, it was our first job, and then life just went. I see them. I've seen them at a few conventions. It's always fun to see them. They're awesome. Just cool people.
Same thing with Steve and Johnny Yambage.
Yeah, I've seen them around town. Yeah.
Hey, what's
How
up?
was the passing of the torch to Catherine Sutherland?
Oh, to Catherine Sutherland. Wow, that was a long time ago too. I don't really remember. I think I had one foot out the door because I had done 152 episodes, or I don't know how many at that time. And we went to Australia to shoot the movie. And when we finished the movie, I went to Shuki, who was sort of Haim's partner at the time. And I said, I think I'm done. I think I'm ready to move on and stretch myself as an actress and learn and grow. And he's like, okay, all right, I can see that. But can you do this movie that I'm going to write for you called Susie Q? And can you do 10 more episodes? And then you can go. Okay, great. Okay, so Amy Jo's leaving. All right, so we need to replace her. Let's find out. Oh, we've been in Australia. Oh, who's this girl, Catherine? Oh, she's cool. And then she came and did it. I don't know, how many episodes did we do together? Maybe 2 or 3?
4, 5. It was either 4 or 5.
4 or 5.
4 or
okay,
5.
So then it was just like we were both on set. It wasn't like they fired me and Catherine took my role. Like, I asked to leave the show, and then they cast Catherine to pass the baton and become the next Pink Ranger. So it was very amicable again, and just it was what it was, right? Yeah. Yeah.
How did your relationship with the
How did I what?
how did in the show?
Yeah.
How did the Green Ranger treat you? Like how did you feel with the Green Ranger?
How did I feel about Tommy? Kimberly? Or
In
Amy
the
Jo?
show. In the show, Kimberly.
Kim. Well, Kim really liked Tommy. She really liked him. And apparently, don't remember this, but I think I had already left the show. I wrote some letter to him, and what happened? What did I do? I wrote some letter to the guy. And I dumped him? What did the letter say? I found a new guy, and
That was in Zia.
in Florida. What was I doing in Florida? Where did I move? Did I move or something?
You were pursuing your dream of being a gymnast.
My dream of being a gymnast in Florida, and I found a guy. Well, that really is a bummer, guys. Sorry about that. You know, but things happen. And we were only in high school, so, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you like the new Power Ranger remake?
I did. I liked it a lot. I had a lot of fun watching it. My daughter, on the other hand, thought it was okay. That's all right. She's only 8.
Does that seem crooked to you?
She should love it. I don't know. It wasn't quite a kid's movie, though, right? So maybe it just wasn't. Maybe if she was 13, she would have loved it. To me, it was like even that like opening joke. Like, hopefully that goes over all the little kids' heads. I was like, what? And Frankie sat there and she went. I was watching. I went, and then she went. Oh, and I was like, oh God, like what is happening? Whose choice was that? Anyway, I guess they wanted to start off with the tone of the movie and go, okay, this isn't for little kids or something, but that opening joke was a little iffy. Yeah.
I just want to say I love you and Suzy Q, and I just wanted to ask, how did you get the role?
Of Suzy Q? So Shuki, like I said, that was the movie. So when I asked to leave Power Rangers, Shuki was kind enough to say, I have this idea for this movie, and his ex-wife at the time is going to write it with me, and I would love for you to play this role. Will you agree to play Suzy Q if I let you leave Power Rangers? Like, it was the nicest offer and deal. And I had so much fun shooting that movie. It was my first taste, because I'd done Power Rangers for 2 years. It was my first taste to jump on a set and actually be the lead in the TV show, not an ensemble cast or a movie. And I learned so much doing that. It was shot up in Vancouver, and I thought I loved it. And I wish it was on DVD, because I know a lot of people had seen it and they really enjoyed it. And they have it on YouTube and stuff, but the quality's not fantastic. So I wish they would release it, because I'd like to show that one to Frankie. I think Francesca, my daughter, would really love that.
Have it on Netflix.
Do they?
No. They have. I mean, they should put it on Netflix.
They should put it on Netflix.
Yeah,
because
they have every 22, 23 seasons of Power Rangers on Netflix.
Yeah.
But not the movies. They don't have the movies.
Should have had an agent. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about your experiences working on Flashpoint, and
Yeah.
if there's a possibility the series will come back anytime soon because you loved it.
Oh, thanks. I loved it too. That was a really awesome experience for me. I had decided I was leaving acting in Los Angeles, and I did leave in 2004. Lived my entire life to Montreal, and then got the audition for Flashpoint, and I had decided I didn't want to act anymore, but this audition sort of landed in my lap, and they kept asking me, please come, please come. So I flew to Toronto, and I went in and auditioned for it, and that night I found out I had the part. And I did just find out, anyway, this story's way too long, but that I was pregnant. So I was like, you know what, tell them I'm pregnant, they're not going to want me. And they're like, oh, that's fine, you can come. I was so pregnant that entire first season. I don't know if you knew that. And by the end, I think I was 8 months pregnant. They had to hide me behind like trash cans and stuff as I was standing there with my like sniper rifle. Flashpoint is a show on CBS that was shot in Canada, in Toronto. We did 5 seasons, and I rediscovered that I love acting, doing that show. And then also it helps me sort of jump into filmmaking as well and find my courage and confidence to be able to dive into writing and directing and all that. But I was the only girl main character on the show, and it was me and a SWAT team of guys. And I just had a blast with them. Enrico Colantoni, I don't know if you know who he is. He was the Sarge, and he was amazing and awesome. And yeah, the whole experience was wonderful. And will it come back? No, unfortunately. The people who created it and the producers sort of had two different agendas, and by the fifth season, they were both ready to go off and do their own things. So the people who were making the show no longer even worked together. So, but yeah, I think it ended a bit too soon too. We all kind of were ready, because after 5 years of doing any TV show, you're sort of ready for a break. But I think after that break, then it was kind of like, oh, we're not going back. Like, that's kind of a bummer. So if I could go back, I would have sort of pushed and said, please, let's do like 2 more seasons or 1 more. But it was what it was. But it was a really good show. You guys should check it out. It's on iTunes.
You sang in several episodes too, didn't you?
I had a few songs. Most of the shows I've ever done, because I am a singer-songwriter, will have feature a song of mine. Like my feature, the space between my song Cracker Jacks is the ending credits. And then I had a song on Felicity. I did Felicity for 4 years, which is a fantastic show. Did you guys ever see Felicity? Yeah, that was the third one with Carrie Russell and Scott Speedman. And so she was a singer-songwriter, her character. And yeah. Hi.
With the legacy and the history of the Power Rangers, if they were ever to offer you a deal to make a cameo in any of the new series, will you do it?